Welcome back to the MLB. The action is right around the corner. But before we get there, we'll take a look at some young talent you'll see out on the diamond with today's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Bobo Big Dog is in the glow. And what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there.
Now from the Big A, we've got afternoon baseball from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, it's the second of the... Craig Gentry comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Eric, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And they got the road trip off to a rousing start, coming up with a big win in Game 1. I doubt they'll all be that easy, but still, that was exactly what you're hoping for when you hit the road.
Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot.
Andrelton Simmons comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
And with that, let's take a look now at how the A's will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Franco's defense has been a stellar surprise.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. This on the show. Mark Trumbo will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Hey, we got no one.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hit hard to short. Simeon's got it. And a rather easy first out.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Ryan Rayburn.
Ryan Rayburn will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Arcia is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Batting sixth,
Carlos Perez will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. And that's in there for strike one.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Reddick. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to beautiful Orange County, California. We get set for the top of the third from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Caleb Cowart will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Into the box now, Darnell Sweeney. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Hey, we got one.
Here's Craig Gentry as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
2 strikes.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but the strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Hey, now we got 2.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And here's a ball hit in the air. Fegley has a play, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More from Anaheim right after this. C.J. Cron is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2.
Nope,
boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow, tough play.
Right fielder.
Mark Trumbo stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
One down here, fellas.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line, and so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Stepping in, Ryan Rayburn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something.
1-1.
Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And he misses the circle change there, and it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Carlos Perez comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
Nope.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
The count is 1-2
as the changeup had him out in front there.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
He's out.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now.
Yeah, this is a fastball this time that nearly gets away from him. That's a nice job behind the plate. He gets a handle on it, and then he gets the put out down at first base.
Stepping in now, Darnell Sweeney. As with two away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the... Cliff Pennington will lead things off for the Angels here as they look to get it going in their half of the sixth.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
0-2.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category. As you can see right here, when your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Left field and deep. Arcia going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Nearly a great play out and left. You'll see him jump for this ball and not quite be able to pull it in. That's going to get over his head and wind up a double.
Andrelton Simmons will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
25.
C.J. Cron stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels strand 1. We are still scoreless. Mark Trumbo will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Squared that one up just a little late. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Bat explodes as this is popped up. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Oh, yeah, that one's going to sting a little bit. This pitch is coming hard in on him, and you can see he's way late getting that barrel through. So as it turns out, he's going to get more distance on the barrel of that bat than he does on the baseball.
Ryan Rayburn is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Carlos Perez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Hey, one away.
A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Oh, that could be the defining moment of the game right there. He's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out, number 2.
Into the box now, Caleb Coward, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Franco has it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels leave 1, and this is still a nothing. Darnell Sweeney digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Still no runs on the board for either team, and it might come down to who can manufacture a run first.
And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. So he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they've just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Into the seats, 0-1.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Our line score there says it all to this point, or if you prefer, it doesn't say anything. Nothing our score as you start to wonder if anyone's going to play to run in this one. Runs up and gets this one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. Andrelton Simmons will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Alcantara is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Angels strand 1. Still no score. C.J. Cron will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Ground ball sent back up the middle, taken in by Simeon. 1 away.
Up next for the Angels,
Mark Trumbo will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Ball one,
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Had him out in front there as he takes strike one on the circle change. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Ryan Rayburn is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
Get yourself right here. Let's go, baby.
And a sinker gets too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Liner towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. We are still scoreless. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, Matty, sounds good to me. They needed him to come out and give some support when he was called on, and he gave them a very good outing out of the bullpen. Enough to make him our Player of the Game.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve. Welcome back to the MLB pregame show. The action is right around the corner, but before we get there, we'll take a look at some young talent you'll see out on the diamond with today's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Bobo Big Dog is our subject, and what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there. And, you know, sometimes you can tell a guy is going to dominate from the moment he sets foot on the rubber. They just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, "You ain't touching me today." That's what I saw in him.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for... Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Tough play for Franco. And on one pitch, he's retired. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the visiting Oakland A's. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the best arms in all of baseball, Josh Reddick absolutely possesses one of them. You just don't run on Reddick. We'll see if anybody tries in this one.
Just missing here, 2-0. chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to Pedro Alvarez will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And this is swung on and missed, and Alvarez is sent packing for the first out.
Well, this is what folks mean when they're talking about finishing off a hitter. They decide to come right with the fastball here. 0-2, just runs right by him.
Preston Tucker will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Behind on that one, now behind in the count. 0-1.
Come on, guys.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side. A beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the start of the 3rd inning on the show. Leading off the inning, Jason Castro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jason Castro.
In there, strike one.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Marwin Gonzalez stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little bit.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. And that's through for a hit.
Eat it. Got it. Batting 9.
Jake Marisnik will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more. Jose Altuve is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, here's a little trivia for you, Matt. On May 1st of 2012, Jose Altuve faced Mets pitcher John Roush, who's 6 feet 11 inches tall. The 1.5-foot height differential is said to be the most in MLB history between a pitcher and batter.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Well, you mentioned the largest height differential in history, but that's not entirely true. This may be an outlier, but there was that famous stunt in the 50s when Eddie Goodell, at 3.5 feet tall, stood in for the St. Louis Browns.
Well, that is true, but that was just a publicity stunt. Altuve's at-bats are always for real.
George Springer.
To short. Simeon's there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Carlos Correa is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Yeah, this was right to the catcher's glove. I mean, he hardly moved, but he was just set up a little too far off the plate to get the call.
Slow roller left side. Franco bare hands it in time.
Wow, made it look easy.
So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full. It's the Pedro Alvarez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
First baseman, John Singleton.
John Singleton will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Catcher,
Striding into the box, Jason Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Reddick is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for Houston. They trail it here 3-0. Marwin Gonzalez will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Jake Marisnick comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
The further this game goes along, you get the sense that sooner or later somebody's going to run into one of these fastballs and hit one out of here.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Jose Altuve will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's George Springer. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Carlos Correa will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Correa.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and taken in out there for the first out.
That 5-run inning broke this game wide open, so you can bet he'll be more free and easy out there on the mound. That's a nice job of getting that first out of the inning.
Pedro Alvarez is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
That's outside.
Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Line toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Preston Tucker will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more. John Singleton digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Jason Castro is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Down the first baseline. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, we got one.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Marwin Gonzalez started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still 8-0. Jake Marisnick will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Jose Altuve will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
I got it.
There to take it is Franco, and that's your first out. George Springer stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And sometimes you can mistake being patient for being passive. I mean, unless he was really fooled there, that's a pitch he needs to be swinging at. Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Carlos Correa will stand in now as their last, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation. And welcome back to the MLB pregame show as we prepare you for Game 2 of our series with the always important Topps Player Spotlight. Bobo Big Dog is our focus, and what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance. Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. A's baseball starts right now. Oh, look at Franco in time.
Oh, what a play.
In the second spot tonight,
Jackie Bradley Jr. will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. And Eric, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
And in terms of the homestand, It's been 4 games and 4 losses, so you always hate to give ground in your own ballpark. They're going to need to play much better all-around baseball here if they're going to snap this skid they're on.
Reddick is there, 2 down. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. But clearly, he's seeing the ball really well right now.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently 2nd entering play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Hanley Ramirez will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away. With a moment now, let's get a quick glance at the Oakland A's defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Franco's defense has been a stellar surprise. Everyone knew he could hit and tear the cover off the ball, but he's shown that he's an elite fielder at the big league level. And he can play anywhere in the infield, and he provides some magnificent highlight reel catches.
And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field. Arcia able to look this one in, and that's out number 2.
Batting 6th, right fielder
Rusney Castillo will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his numbers have been kind of ugly for the entire season, but guess what? Over his last 10 games, he's hitting over 400.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Josh Rutledge will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. A little tardy there, no balls and a strike.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're still down. Chris Young stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a rather easy first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1.
One down now, 1 down. Ball
no
in.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1.
And
3
there you
balls,
see the
1
leadoff
strike.
man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup
count.
turns
3-2.
over.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. Grounded to third. Franco has it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Brock Holt.
Brock Holt will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. That's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The left fielder, number 20.
In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Red Sox lead. Xander Bogaerts is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
But there to take it is Lowry as he was well positioned for route number 1. Into the windup and the pitch. Down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Travis Shaw is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Rusney Castillo heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Hey, no outs here.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And for as hard as he throws, he's not just a thrower out there. I mean, this is pinpoint accuracy with his fastball. He puts it right on the knees on the inside corner. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that pitch.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Now to the plate, Chris Young. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. So stepping in, Chris Iannetta, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Brock Holt.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Brock Holt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And now he's got to build off that strikeout from a second ago. This is where a little confidence can really get you out of a tough spot here.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. And that couldn't have been an easy take.
Backhanded. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Xander Bogaerts will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen, and he's retired here, one away.
Now batting.
Hanley Ramirez will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
One down, one down.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. Now a long throw to third. Throw from Reddick won't be in time. He's in there at third.
And you get the sense now that they're getting closer and closer to breaking through here. Well, that'll make it first and third now, and they've got a good chance here to break that string of zeros.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
1-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Rusney Castillo strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swing and a liner. Foul.
2 outs here, 2 outs here.
To short. Simeon's there. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. Josh Rutledge will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Lowry. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 33.
Chris Iannetta will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about change.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Brock Holt will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Hit down the third base line. The 0-2 home. And another foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Burns on the run. 2 gone.
The shortstop, number 2.
There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. Xander Bogaerts will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
and their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. And he's coming right after everybody.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Ball two.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They can't. Hanley Ramirez will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Now
At the plate, Travis Shaw. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Rusney Castillo will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
0-1.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Strike 3. Good night, Boston.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And, guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch it.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. Matt Vasgersian back now on the MLB pregame show, and as we draw closer to first pitch here in the finale of this. Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series. Will Myers comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Will.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. Into the box, Eddie Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Eric, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
And with the loss yesterday, that means they dropped 2 of the first 3 in this series. So if form holds, they're due to come back and win this one, and they'll end up splitting the series.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff man right now. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with that, let's look at how Oakland aligns defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Franco's defense has been a stellar surprise. Everyone knew he could hit and tear the cover off the ball, but he's shown that he's an elite fielder at the big league level. And he can play anywhere in the infield, and he provides some magnificent highlight reel catches.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Canna will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will... Joe Mauer will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Swinging a soft liner. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Batting 6.
Byron Buxton will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Max Kepler will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, we got one out here.
Just missing here, 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hot shot to third. Franco has it. Lowry on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Kurt Suzuki will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Kurt Suzuki.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Here's the 1-2 delivery.
No outs here, fellas.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Franco charging this one. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
The designated hitter, number 4.
Will Myers will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. Two different pitches, both taken on the inside corner. And now they can go just about anywhere they want.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2 and 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
This one's flared out toward left. Alcantara is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Miguel Sano is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Push to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Got it. Hold it.
Let's watch this swing in slow motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
No ball.
Brian Dozier will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Alcantara has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Playing twos.
Here's the pitch on 2 and 2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3 and 2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3 and 2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Byron Buxton is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
That's a strike.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you've still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Max Kepler is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Kurt Suzuki comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
No one out now.
Hit hard to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting.
Will Myers will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Hit hard back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. The throw to third, and he is out on a strong throw. Eddie Rosario will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and a liner. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. 5 innings complete. Miguel Sano gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, we got no one.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Showtrack. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Brian Dozier stands in as he looks at a called strike. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Mauer. He drew a walk his first time up.
Hey, we got 2.
They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
1 strike.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And this is taken by Mauer. He's aboard. It's ball 4.
Now batting.
Byron Buxton will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
1-2's the count.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. We are still scoreless. Max Kepler steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low,
1-0. No strike.
And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Hey, nobody. Plays at 1 here.
Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Kurt Suzuki will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. Nothing in 1.
Hey, come on
He's now thrown a
go.
first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pound. This game's getting late.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. Lewis Coleman will get the call now as he'll try to... Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run.